Welcome to Thursday's lecture. So today I'm going to be going over a couple of the assignments. The first one being the assignment number 3, example 6.1. You will need your book for this because the example is on page, I believe, 155. And basically I want you to copy this example going through the chapter. So I have it here. Basically you're going to recreate this figure. And I would highly suggest going through this information in chapter 6. It'll help you on the quiz, and it actually spells out what each of these terms equal and how to find each of these terms. But I'm also going to show you today. So I've recreated that data. As you can see here, it's not exactly the same, but very similar. And the first thing you're going to notice that not all of my numbers have the correct amount of decimal places. So in order to fix that, to have more accurate data, so I'm going to mess with these numbers up here. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Now everything is 3 decimal points out, and I like that. Next, we're going to find out what the mean is of all this data. So the mean is basically the average, most common, or the expected behavior. In Excel, we use average equals average to find out the mean. And we're just going to type in average, put parentheses, and then you can either click the first part of your data, colon, and click the end part of your data, do a parentheses, or you can type it out, whichever you prefer. Press enter, and there you go. For median, the median is the middle number, or half the data above this number is higher and half the data below this number is lower. So just the middle. We are going to find that by doing equal sign equals median. You can see in these little text boxes below it, it gives you a hint of what this function means. Returns the median or the number in the middle of the set of given numbers. So it's basically a little message for you. So again, we're just going to click the top of our data, colon, bottom of our data, colon, enter. Perfect. Mode. What is mode? It's the value with the greatest frequency within a set of data. Not all data has mode, so it's basically the repeats. So there's a trend here, equal sign, type in mode, parentheses, top of the data to the bottom of the data. Whoops. Top of the data, to the bottom of the data, enter. Min equals min, top of the data, colon, bottom of the data, enter. Alright, I want to show you another trick here. If you were looking for this and did not remember what the formula, how it was supposed to be written, you could always click here in your cell that you want the formula in, press the function key, and then you can look up either by going to all, and it shows you all the different codes here, or by, all of these codes are categorized into different types of codes. I'm going to use my most recently used because I know I've used this one. And I can put max, so I want the max of this data. Press OK, and in this number 1 you can put your data in here. So that's going to be B3 colon B23. You can also highlight this and press the F4 key to give you the absolute cells if you need to. Press OK. And there you go. Standard deviation, equal sign, and this one is TDEV parentheses, top of the data, the bottom, enter. Standard deviation. Now, if you don't remember this from your calc classes, standard deviation is a complicated calculation that comes from the variance of data. And variance is the degree of spread in data. The greater the variance, the greater the spread. And the standard deviation is basically the square root of the variance. And so we can actually find the variance in Excel by doing the equal sign and then VAR, and then plugging in your cell addresses after that, and then taking the square root of it. Or we can just put in this formula, standard deviation, with our numbers. So that's awesome. Got all that data in here. Relatively easy. We're going to highlight these, and I want to get these numbers back in order here. 3 significant digits out. So that's looking better. Alright. So now we're going to do some fancy stuff. If you look in the example, it goes over this analysis tool pack in order to get the descriptive statistics of the data that you have put into your Excel spreadsheet. So it describes how to do it here in this paragraph, but I will also show you how to do it in case you do not have it. Go into File, go to Options, go to Add-ins, go to Manage Excel Add-ins, which we have. You can drop it down to do other items, but this is the one we want. Press Go, click Analysis Toolpack, check mark, press OK. And then you should have it in your Excel spreadsheet. So after you have downloaded the Toolpack, you can go to Data, Data Analysis. Actually, highlight your information first. Go to Data Analysis. Go to Descriptive Statistics. Press OK. And then do exactly what your book wants you to do in order to really see what Excel can do for you. You're going to put your input range of B3 through B23, and it actually has you do the absolute addresses. So press F4 after highlighting. You can keep columns. Labels in the first row, click that. Put your output range. Your output range is where you want your data to be at, and you can either put it on a new worksheet if you wanted to, or a new workbook. Those you can find down here, which I'll show you in just a moment. But I want it actually on the same page so I can grade these faster. So we're actually going to put it on cell H3. I'm going to get the absolute thing for that. And oh, we need one more thing. You want to click Summary Statistics, press OK, and boom. Got this nice chart here that I'm going to bold and get these into a better significant digits. There we go. Looks a little bit better. And I also want to be able to see my labels. That's important. For that, put this in a fancy box. And there you go. So now we have all these cool different things that Excel has figured out for us. The skewness, the kurtosis, sample variation. It has our mode, median, and mean already spelled out for us. Our standard error, sum of all these things. That's pretty neat. So just another thing that Excel can do for you. So if I wanted to put this on a different worksheet, you could add a new sheet and you can label them, rename data statistics, enter, go back to sheet 1, probably copy this, Control C, put it here, Control V, boom, right there for you. So just if you want to organize your work into 2 different pages, this kind of makes it a little easier. That's it for this assignment.